Hello, I'm Mitra Sorrells in the PhocusWire studio with Healey Cypher. He is co-founder and CEO of BoomPop. Welcome, Healey.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So let's talk about group travel. It really seems to be kind of the last part of travel to be digitized.
Yes.
Why is that?
I think it's a very simple reason, which is when you think of normal travel, it's pretty deterministic. I'm going from Austin, Texas. I'm flying to San Francisco, California, and here's the rough dates, the considerations I have. So it's from A to B. Group travel, though, is very iterative. There's a lot of considerations, a lot of coordination. Like, when can you make it? When can you make it? Well, what do you want to do? Well, what if the weather? Oh, no, it's a Taylor Swift concert. Don't go then.
Yeah.
And so it turns out that it was really hard to build software that solved those problems early on. Since 23, AI is really good at solving those problems. So like, for example, really hard coordination problems. AI is amazing at that.
Yeah.
Humans, it takes entire teams of people, sometimes days and even weeks, to plan a single event, which is insane. The other part is, you know this too, is if you want to book over 10 hotel rooms, you have to send an RFP, request for proposal.
Yeah.
No one likes, the sellers don't like it. It's so annoying. But what it is a bunch of unstructured communication, negotiation back and forth, even a contract review. Turns out AI is really good at that too. So I think the why now, one of the big why nows at least, is the technology has finally arrived where we can make group travel seamless.
Okay. And then it seems like it's just this perfect intersection then, because the technology is allowing you to make it seamless.
Yes.
And it is feeling like group travel is really more important than ever.
Yes.
I know you feel that way. Tell us more about why that is.
Yeah. So, we've got a pretty big problem as a species right now, and that is, even though we are so connected, more connected than ever before in history, there has never been more people saying they feel lonely.
Yeah.
It's really hard. And one of the things I think about as humans is like, we're not the fastest beings, we're not the strongest, but we have done one thing that has led to us being the dominant species on the planet, is we came together, and we're losing that. Like, there was a study done in the 1970s, 8 out of 10 high school seniors would party twice a week. Today, it's less than 1 in 10.
Yeah.
That's, obviously a little funny, but mostly not. Like, they're in their basement on whatever. They're playing Halo and, cussing each other out. And so I think what we're finding now in a post-pandemic world, and definitely in a very AI-fueled world, is people are craving human connection. And I'll take it further. I think if you were to make a bet on what is the enduring trend, there's all these tech bets you can make. What is the enduring trend that will persist? And Sam Altman actually said this too. It was, AI will put a premium on fantastic, meaningful, in-person experiences. And we're seeing this. It is in the history of travel, one of the fastest growing segments is now group travel.
Yeah, really interesting. You touched a bit on this already about the role of AI helping with some of this, but explain a bit more. How can AI really help with these complex itineraries? And also, what can't it do?
Yeah. So we call AI our first draft best friend. So AI is good at like 85 to 90% of stuff. We don't currently trust it to do the whole task.
Okay.
Then that's 10% you kind of need help. And so it's really, really good at discovery. It's good at ideas. It's good at crunching stuff. So for example, you can, on our platform, send out a survey to everyone and say, when are you available? Where are you flying from? AI can take all that data and say, okay, based on this data and hotel prices and weather and seasonality and, we think these are the best locations. That would take a single person maybe weeks of analysis to do, and it can do it in seconds. So that's a great example.
Okay.
Now, what it's not great at doing is like making decisions about things to tell you. It'll just make random, be like, no, you should tell you certain things at certain times. It's not great at negotiating very kindly back and forth.
Okay.
You need to decide on those things. So there's certain things it needs help, but it, for the most part, is exceptional at doing a huge amount of the work to make it very easy to get very close to the ending.
Okay. And then, when we start to think about like bringing something to life, there's an ongoing debate about kind of marketplace versus software as a service.
Yeah.
What do you think represents the future of travel?
Business model is always, it's a perennial question whenever, especially doing a VC-backed company. I think the best business model is actually a combination.
Okay.
It is, you have customers paying a SaaS solution for a vertical solution, yet as they use the SaaS more and more, marketplace physics kick in. Okay. So as you book more hotels, you get more commission, et cetera. To me, that is the absolute best. And obviously, if you start making enough on commission and you can charge less SaaS, that gets you this zone that is very, very disruptive on the pricing front.
Okay. And then finally, I would ask you, certainly there is so much talk about ChatGPT and the
Chat
other
what?
the other LLMs and things. Do you really think that there's the possibility it'll make other apps obsolete? And really, what should be the strategy there?
Yeah, it's a very important question. It is often talked about. I think most AI apps are under scrutiny with the exact same question. It reminds me of Microsoft in the 1990s. I don't know if you remember this. I do. It was, everyone said, don't build an app. Microsoft is going to roll you.
Yeah.
And it turns out they didn't, because they can't do everything.
Yeah.
It's the exact same for ChatGPT. And so I think in general, for all applications, there's three things you must do to be safe. The first is you have to have either proprietary data or proprietary inventory.
Yeah.
ChatGPT doesn't have access to it, can't do it. We've done this. For example, we have a bunch of things you could not get anywhere else. The second is you have to have a learning model only you have access to. So for us, every event makes every subsequent event better and faster and easier.
Okay.
ChatGPT does not have that training data. And the third thing, which people don't talk about enough, is it's just you have a purpose-built application for that specific use case. Traveling is very visual. ChatGPT is not. It's just rote text. And so I think that's actually something that really matters. Those are the three.
Okay, wonderful. Well, Healey Cypher from BoomPop, thanks so much
Thanks
for joining
so much.
us.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.